Hello, sunshines. How art thou? How art thou? How art thou? I am going to have a good day today because my laptop is fixed. So I hope everything goes well today. Um, the laptop is finally fixed. I haven't had any problems so far. So hopefully today will be easy, breezy, smooth. And because last week's video was very choppy and very laggy, I'm gonna go over uh what I what I did last week. I'm gonna go over again today just so that everyone can be on the same page and no one is behind. So I was looking for some pictures. I didn't receive any pictures of anyone's work. I was hoping to be able to show it on today's I wanted to do like a slideshow and wanted to show it, but I didn't have any. So show me some pictures. There in the description below, there's my email, so you can send me the pictures, and that way I can look at them. And if you feel that you need more help with something, I can help you. You could come on and do with me. You can come on live so that I can see what you're doing. If you're having problems with crocheting and you need me to guide you, I could do that. It's up to you. Just let me know. Hey, Shanti, how art thou? Hi, lovely. And Denise, how art thou? You guys are pros at crocheting. You don't need me to teach you how to crochet. You don't need me to teach you. But I'm gonna go ahead and start. Like I said, I'm gonna go over what I went through last week because the video was so choppy. So choppy. It should be good now because like I said, my laptop is running so smooth. I'm so excited because it's almost like a brand new laptop. It's actually better than how it was when I first purchased this. So I'm excited. Really excited. Hello, Shalita. So, do I have a whole bunch of crocheters watching, or are or are there any new people that want to learn how to crochet? Because I see crochet divas. I don't see anyone who wants to learn. I see crochet divas. But I'm gonna go over again step by step how we start and how we're gonna get you to start making some stuff, because we learned one stitch. We learned single crochet. Single crochet is like not my favorite one, but eventually, like, we're gonna keep going up so that you can see which one would be your favorite one. I love you. Aw, thank you, Shanti. Shanti love my face. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. She loves my face. Ah, thank goodness I have a cute face. I have a cute face because you guys love seeing it. So I decided to use something a little bit larger because I figured using something a little bit larger would help with, you being able to see. One second. One second. One second. Okay, so let me turn off all of my notifications because apparently I keep getting messages when people know that I'm on live. Okay, so I figured if we use something a little bit larger, you could see a little bit better. It's up to you, because it depends on who you are and whether or not it works for you. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to use this beauty right here. This is Pink Camel. Let me see. Yeah, what is it? Pink camo. Yep, pink camo. So I made a hat with this before and it came out so pretty. And I'm gonna teach you guys how to eventually do a hat, but let's get this on and popping right now. Okay, let's get this on and popping. Yeah, someone was sending me a bunch of messages and my notifications was just going off crazy when everybody knows that I'm on live at 5:30 teaching the kids and the adults how to crochet. Okay. There's a lot of kids on here that want to learn how to do what Diva do. Okay, so like I said, if you know how to put your yarn on your hand, you should know how to do it by now. You're gonna have to put it on like this. If not, I'll have to turn on the other handy dandy camera. I have a pain in the neck big sister who's on here like teasing me, or I don't know what she's doing, but ignore her right now because I don't know what's going on, but she's yelling at me on here, and that's so not right. It's not fair that she's yelling on me, yelling at me. She's yelling at me. Okay, let me turn this screen on. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna put the whole screen up. You don't need to see my face. So I'm gonna go over one more time how we hold our hook. We are going to hold our hook. First, you're gonna put down your yarn. Actually, you're gonna put down your hand first. And your yarn like that. Right? Let me take the banner off so you can see better. We don't need that banner right now, but I wanted everyone to know what this is because I knew it was going to be some crocheters in here trying to hijack my page. So turn your hand over and you're going to put the yarn on top of your pinky and then put it under your finger, your pointer finger, and then turn. When you turn, that's how you're supposed to have it. This is how you're going to hold your yarn when you are starting to crochet. Okay, so one more time, we're going to do this again. After today, I'm not doing this again because we should know how to do this. This should be easy peasy. Okay, so you're just going to do that and you should be fine. Hold it like that. Okay, now your next thing is to do a chain, and once you have your hands down like that, you are going to do your slip knot. Now you can do the slip knot two ways. I do it like this. I just have a loop like that and I put the string through the loop. That's it. That's how I do mine. Wrap it around my finger like that. Once I wrap it around my finger, I have the yarn go across the loop, go in and pull it up. When I pull it up, I'm just going to grab it at the bottom and tug on it a little bit. That is the way I do it. Now, I can show you the way that I showed you guys last week, and that's basically making the ears like a bunny ear. You're going to make a bunny ear, and then you're going to take your hook, go into your bunny ear, and pull up the yarn. When you pull up the yarn, you're just going to grab on the two pieces that's hanging and pull. And that's how you get it. There's different ways you could do it, but I just showed you 2 different ways that you should be able to get it. And if not, then just keep rewinding and you could keep going back and forth until you get it. You could try both ways to see which one is good for you. Now, when you do your chain, again, I'm going over this again. We already went through this, but I'm going over again. You're going to take your yarn, make sure it's on your hands the right way, and put your hook on top of the yarn. Turn it a little bit, and when you turn it, it's going to go underneath that yarn, turn back to you, and pull. When you pull through, make sure you're holding it down with your 2 fingers. This finger, your pointer finger, is going to be sticking up because you need to have some type of tension, and this helps with your tension. But then you're going to have your thumb and your middle finger hold on to the bottom. Then you're going to do it again. Turn your hook, then turn it back around and pull. And then you're going to keep doing that and just keep pulling until you get 15. We're going to do 15 chains. Okay, so we're going to do 15 chains. It does not matter. It does not matter what yarn you're using and what hook you're using right now. I would say for the kids, use the biggest hook that you have, which most likely is the 6.0, I think, the 6mm, and it's the J, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I have the 6.5. Okay, so you're just gonna keep on going until you reach 15. How do we know we have 15 if you're not counting? So each of your chains is going to look like a V. It's going to look like this. Each of your chains. So right here we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But if you turn it around, you're going to see little bumps. The bumps is another way you can know what is your chain. So you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now we need 5 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So as I'm going, as you can see, it's getting a little bit further away. So because it's getting further away, it's harder for me to have control. In order for you to have control with your work, you need to make sure that you are pulling up. So when you are doing your chain, each time you get to a certain point, you're going to stop and pull it up. Then you're going to keep going again. Then you're going to stop and pull it up. And as you go, you're going to eventually do it automatically. And your hands are going to automatically have tension and hold your chains the right way. And then when you have an actual project, it's going to be even simpler. It's going to be way easier than it is with a chain. So once we get finished with this part is the hard part. The easy part is after we finish the foundation, because remember, it's like building a house, right? We have the house. You have to have a foundation in the house. So this right here is our foundation. This right here is the part that we have to do in order to make our scarves or our blankets or whatever we want to make. Oh my gosh, I am so loving that my computer is not messing up. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to go back and do my 15 again. Or if you want, This is what I taught my niece. I taught my niece how to make like a friendship bracelet by just doing the chains, just so that you guys can get familiar with the chains. And you can make yourself one. You can make whoever you want to make one. This is more so for the kids. I mean, adults. If you want to make yourself a bracelet, please do so if you want to. So you're just basically chaining, and you chain as much as you can until it is able to fit around your wrist. So, can it fit around my wrist? Nope, not yet. Keep going. So, I probably need like 2 more chains, and then I am good. It's actually a little bit big, but that's fine. Then you take your scissors and you're going to cut, I'm going to say like enough so that you could tie your bracelet. So I'm going to cut like that much. So that much is hanging. And then I'm going to pull it. When I'm pulling it, it's going to create a knot right there. So I pulled it out, and this already has a knot at the other end. So you pull that one a little bit, and then you have yourself a bracelet, and all you're going to do is just put your bracelet on. Just have somebody tie it on for you, and then you have yourself a bracelet. That is more so for the kids, so that you could use your chains as a project as well. But let's get into the good stuff. Let's get into the good stuff. So again, let me do my slip knot. Okay. So also, I don't know if I reminded you, but when you're doing your slip knot, make sure that it's as close as possible to your hook. So what I do is I just take it and I pull on it a little bit. Just pull on it a little bit. You don't want it too tight. You want to just make sure that it's able to move up and down. You don't want it to be too tight, because then you're not going to be able to maneuver it the way you need to. Okay? So that's 1 chain, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So now we got 15 on our hook. 15 chains on our hook. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is take the 15 chains and we're going to make single crochets. All right, so basically I did 15 chains, but that extra chain is for our turning chain. Our turning chain is the stair step we need to get to the next row. So this is our foundation. So we're in the basement. We need to get to the first floor. In order to get to the first floor, you need to take, let me put my hook back in my loop and get it as close as possible. So I have that turning chain already on there. So we should have 14 plus that 1 turning chain. Okay, so what you can do is turn your work around. When you turn your work around, you're going to see the lumps, the little hills in the back. You're going to take your hook and go into that hook hill. Now, don't do it to the first one, because remember, that's our turning chain. If you try to do it in the first one, it's going to be kind of hard, because that's the reason why we add that extra one, because we don't want it to be hard. We want you to be able to have a little bit space. And we're going to go into that stitch, and you're going to, again, just like we was doing with the chain, put your hook on top of the yarn, turn the hook, and then turn back towards you, towards your heart, and then pull out. When you're pulling out, you're going to have 2 on your hook. Put the back of your hook back onto the yarn, turn away from your heart, then turn back to your heart and pull through both. And then you're going to do the same thing again. And then you're going to do that 14 times. 14 times so that you have single crochets on the first floor. So that completes your first single crochet. It may not look like anything now, but I'm telling you, once you finish, it will. Okay, so you're going to go into your bump, turn your hook away from your heart. Okay, if you want, you can maneuver your pointer finger a little bit so that can help you as well. Then you're going to turn back, pull out. You're going to have 2 on your hook, and then you're going to go back and both through both. So let's do that again. This is basically a review of last week's. This is a review of last week, so you should know how to do it. And I'm also going to go over, only because last week was a bad video and we don't want bad videos, so I'm going over again today. All right, so now you're going to go into your hole, into your stitch, pull out, 2 on your hook, go back, put your hook on top of your yarn, turn it towards the opposite way of your heart. Then you're going to turn it back to your heart and pull through both loops. And then we're going to keep going until you reach all 14. I should be seeing some pictures by now. I should see that you guys are able to accomplish at least 1 or 2 rows. I would love to see that. So my email is attached. And if you could be ever so kind to send some pictures so I know that I am doing a good job. So I know that I am doing something beneficial, because sometimes I think I am not. Okay, so now we're going to complete the last 2. You know, when you go back and you replay, you could actually click on the slow mode too, because the slow mode can help you. Now you can see my pretty face again. So that is the part that I just stopped at, because I had wanted to make sure that we are all on the same page. If anybody want me to go over again before I make it to the second floor of our project, because today we're going to do a project. We're going to complete a project today, okay? No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay? All right, let me see my comments. Let's see the comments. Hi, Stacy. How art thou? Hi, Nakia. How are you? Shanti, you love the way I teach. Aw, I want to hear somebody who don't know how to crochet love the way I teach. So I'm gonna bring this up to me right now. Let's give the other camera a little bit of break. Okay, so I thought that this yarn is a little bit better. You can see a little bit better. So once you are finished, it should look like this. Yours may be a little wonky. It may be not as straight, not as neat. It's okay because we're learning. And like I tell everyone who is learning P2P, you gotta practice for perfection, and that is the only way you can do it, is if you keep practicing. It can't be every Sunday. It has to be at least every day or every other day, or maybe like even 2 or 3 times during the week. You have to practice more than just Sunday. If you want to start making some outfits and bags and blankets, and you want to put names on your hat and scarves, you have to practice. You have to do it, because eventually you could be just like Diva and you can make money, and this can be more than just a hobby. It's not just grannies, grandma's sweaters and stuff. Not to say that grannies, grandma's sweaters and blankets is not bad. I'm just saying some people get a little bit intimidated by the fact that they don't want to just crochet a blanket or just a regular granny square. They want to crochet something that they could wear, like the top's up there, it's a overalls right there, and it's a top right there. Like they want to be able to make scarves with names on it. Like that's what I did. I didn't want to just crochet granny squares. I wanted to do something bigger and better, and to like build an empire based off of crocheting, and that's what I was able to do. So that's why I am teaching the gift that I was taught. So we're going to keep going, okay? So now we're in the basement. We need to go to the first floor. We need to do that chain, that turning chain. In order to go to the next floor, you have to have that turning chain. And so again, it's the same exact thing. You are taking your yarn and making that one chain, and that's it. Once you finish doing that one chain, turn your work. It's going to be turning your work just like as if you're turning a page in a book. That's it. You turn, and then it's going to be this way. So now your tail, sometimes I follow my tail, sometimes well, I don't have to do it anymore, but in the past I used to follow where my tail is, because that's how I know if I'm on the right side or the left side. So right now this can be my right side. So that means the side that I'm looking at right now, it's my right side. And the side that is towards you is the wrong side. The reason why I say that is because that is going to be beneficial to you later on. So that's a perfect way of knowing what is your right side and what is your wrong side. So being that this is facing towards me, this right here is my right side. That means the string is going to be hanging on my right side. So if I turn my work and I am crocheting the other way around, the string is going to be on the left side. So that means towards me, I'm looking at my wrong side, and the right side is facing towards you. So just keep in mind, when you have your tail is going to tell you what is going to be the right side and what's going to be the wrong side. So the right, when the tail is hanging on the right, that means this is your right side. The left side, wrong side. Okay. So now we're going to go into the next floor. The next floor is going to be the first floor, which is going to be your first row. This right here is our foundation row. This is what we call foundation row, which is your chains and your single crochet foundation row. Some people call it your first row. So it depends on if you're reading a pattern, if someone is telling you how many rows you need. it depends on the person in the pattern. So again, this right here is your foundation row. We're going to the first row. So now we're going to take our hook and we're going to go into, okay, let me turn my camera back on now. Can I get some water? I need some water. Okay. Now, let me put the screen on. Okay. So, as you can see right here, this is the stitch. This is our single crochet stitch right there. It looks like little V's at the top. That's how your single crochet looks at the top. That's how your stitches look at the top. It looks like little V's at the top. When you turn it to the side, it looks like two of the yarn is it basically looks almost like the top, but a little bit different. So eventually, the more you crochet, the more you will see how the stitches look and how it's supposed to be. The anatomy of the stitches, it's good to know. So when you're doing certain patterns, you'll know the anatomy. I can get into that later for the adults, but right now, kids don't care about no anatomy. They just want to crochet, right? So yeah, we're just going to keep crocheting. The next stitch is that very first one right there. That is our very first stitch. We're going to take this hook and put it right into that very first one. And then we're going to go yarn over, which is the same thing as what we was doing before, where we was putting the yarn on the back of the yarn on top of the back of the hook on top of the yarn. And then when we turn the hook, it will go under. But being that the yarn is right here already under, all I'm going to do is yarn over and pull out. When I pull out, you're going to have 2 loops on the hook already. Then we're going to do the same thing. Turn it over and pull through both. Again, you're going to go in to the next one. The next one is right there. So you're basically going in on top of those V's. There's 2 V's. Let me see if I have another hook to show you. Right here. That is where you're going to stick. Right there. There's a hole right there. Make sure that it's right on top so that the V's are right here on top. You just want to make sure that you have the V's up there so that you're not putting the hook in the wrong hole. The main problem that new crocheters have is we miss what hole we're going to put it in, what stitch we're going to put it in. They don't know how the stitch look, or you may put 2 in one, or you may skip one. So this is why I'm showing you how the stitch is supposed to look, and counting. Counting will help you. So if you get to the end of your row and you don't have the 14 stitches, then that means you're missing. If you have more than 14, that means you added some, so you're gonna have to take it apart and do it again. It is nothing wrong with taking it apart and doing it again. Taking it apart and doing it again for a crocheter is called frog. Why? Because when you're taking it apart, you're going rip it, you rip it, rip it. Yeah, it's like a little crocheter's joke. It's like, yeah, we have our own little talk, and that's one of them. And so you don't want to keep frogging your work. You don't want to keep ripping it, ripping it, ripping it, ripping it. So the best thing to do is to count as you go. All right, so you're going to go in to that stitch, yarn over, pull out a loop, yarn over, pull through both. go in, yarn over, pull out one, yarn over, pull through both. And then you're going to keep going until you get to the end, into that stitch. So if you could get this part, you should be able to get the rest, because that's basically how it is from now on till you get to the last row. So I would say do 15. It'll be 15 by 15. So when you do your 15 by 15, that'll be like a coaster or a pot holder. It'll be on a small scale, but you know, that's how these little red things are all over this yarn. I don't know if it's a glitch, but us yarnies, we know sometimes that glitch can get on our nerves and it can make us very upset when we're doing a really good project, and that yarn sometimes may have some imperfections. All right, so I got to the last one on the row, and I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I still have my 14 on my hook. I did my 14 stitches. This is how it looks so far. And once I get to the end, I'm going to go up the stairs by chaining 1. And then turn like you're turning a page in a book. When you turn like you're turning a page in a book, now you go into the next floor. What floor is this? Third floor? So now you're going to go into the next one. It's the first stitch. Do not skip that first stitch. You have to go on that first stitch. Don't skip it. You go in, yarn over, pull up that one loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. And then you go for the rest of the floor, whatever you want to call it. And you keep on going. And this is how we are creating our building. I don't know what floor we on. What floor we on? Third floor. Second floor? We're on the second floor because we didn't count the basement. Like I said, it depends. It could be the second floor, third floor, whatever your heart desire. Okay. So now I am not a chunky yarn person, so this is really not my cup of tea. This right here is so not, oh no, I don't like chunky yarn at all, but I'm doing it because it's for you. I'm using chunky yarn for you. Okay, so now you just keep on going. And I'm going to turn that off. Okay, any questions before I move on? I don't want to keep moving and there's some questions and I want to be able to answer your questions. Okay. So just keep on going with that. And as we're going, we just want to make it known that as you're crocheting, it's supposed to be simple. It's not supposed to be too hard. It's not supposed to give you static. You're not supposed to go like this. You're not supposed to fight. You're just supposed to relax and be able to crochet. Your hands are not supposed to be stiff, because sometimes when your hands, if you're like this because you're trying to concentrate and do it, then it can hurt your hands. You're going to hurt yourself. You don't want to hurt yourself. You just want to relax and just keep on going. And I crochet tight. I crochet really tight. Even though I relax and I crochet, for some reason, I crochet really tight. So when I crochet tight, sometimes my hands start hurting. So that's what I don't want you guys to do. I don't want your hands to start hurting. I want you to be able to just relax. So we only have like what, 10 more minutes left, 15 more minutes left, and then it's time to go. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. And we're going to continue our project. So if you keep on going like this, you can actually make yourself a scarf. You just keep on going until you get to the length that you want to get to. And once you get to the length that you want to get to, um, by just putting it around your neck and seeing if that's the size you want it and taking it off. That's just something that you could do until you learn how to read patterns and do something a little bit fancy. But right now, a regular single crochet scarf is actually good. So I'm so used to doing another stitch, so I have to like concentrate because I'm so used to doing a stitch called half double crochet, and it's like paining me to not do the half double crochet. So the next stitch that we are going to do is half double crochet. I'm going to show you that now. Not half, is it the next one, half double crochet? Yes. Yay! The next one is half double crochet. Yay! Okay. So now we're gonna go back. Okay. I love half double crochet. I love it. Okay. So what you can do next is you could keep it on your same project. You don't even have to change your project. You could do it on your same exact project. And what you could do is you could do like maybe 5 single crochet, 5 half double crochet, 5 single crochet, 5 half, and you can make your own little pattern. Okay, so I am going to take my hook, and before I go into my stitch, I'm going to put the hook, the back of my hook on top of the yarn again, turn it, and it's gonna go yarn over. It's gonna go right over. Sorry. Turn it, it's gonna go yarn over. So the yarn is going to be right over your hook. You're going to take that yarn over and put it inside of your stitch. Once you have it in, once you go into your stitch, yarn over again and pull up a loop. When you're pulling up a loop, you're going to have 3 on your hook. So before with single crochet is you're going to have 2 on your hook. But now it's 3. And then you're going to yarn over again and pull through both. All three, I mean. So the difference with this is instead of going in to our stitch, we're just going to yarn over first, then go in our stitch, yarn over again, pull up a loop, yarn over again, and pull through all 3. Okay, yarn over, pull in your stitch, yarn over, pull up. You have all 3, yarn over, pull through all 3. And that's how you do your half double crochet. Oh my God, I love half double crochet. So do it again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull up. 3 on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. Yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull out, yarn over, pull through all 3. So you're going to yarn over 3 times, okay? So you're going to make sure when you yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull out, yarn over, pull through all 3. Yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull out, yarn over, pull through all 3. And again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull out, yarn over, pull through all 3. Yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull out, yarn over, go through all 3. So you're just completing your half double crochet. Half double crochet is a little larger than single crochet. So because it's a little larger than single crochet, when you do half double crochet, your project is a little bit larger. So I don't know if you can see, but the half double crochet is right here, but your single crochet is right here. So as you can see, your half double crochet is longer than the single crochet. So now we're going to take our hook and we're going to chain so we can go up to the next floor. I done lost count with the floors. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This should be the 5th row. Okay, so now we're going to do it again. The very first stitch. Don't skip that stitch. And make sure you do 14. So you're going to yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull out, yarn over, pull through all 3. Yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull out, yarn over, go through all 3. And you just keep on going. And when you do it, relax. It's not serious. This is learning, so you're not doing anything wrong because you're learning. So just relax, take it easy, and just keep going until you got a flow. Once you've got a rhythm and a flow, you're good. So I'm also not used to this hook anymore. I stopped using this hook like over 2 years ago. I use a different hook now, which is a Diva hook. So eventually you could get Diva hooks later. We could get you a Diva hook, but you gotta be divatized first. And you have to do your single crochets and your half double crochets first. So see how it's coming out. See how it's coming out. I'm gonna teach you one more thing before we go, okay? We're going to do double crochet. Double crochet is a little larger than a half double crochet. So what you're going to do is the same thing. Now the reason why I'm doing this is so that the whole entire week, you got the whole week to practice on your single crochet, half double crochet, and your double crochet. And when you want to keep learning and when you want to keep doing it over and over, and if you have a problem with one of the stitches, all you have to do is go back towards the end of the towards the end of the live. Once you go to the end of the live, because we only have like a couple of minutes left, this is where you're going to do the half double and the double crochet. All right, so the same as half double crochet, you're going to go yarn over. When you do your yarn over, wait a minute. I don't know why this is hanging. Okay, so when you do your yarn over, you're going to go into your stitch, just like half double crochet. You're going to yarn over again, just like half double crochet. And you're going to have 3 on your hook, just like half double crochet. But the difference between half double crochet and double crochet is this. We're going to yarn over like half double crochet, but you're going to go through 2 of the loops. And then yarn over again and go through 2 that's left. That is a double crochet. We do it again. Yarn over. Go in, yarn over, pull out. You got 3 on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through that 2. And then we're going to do it again. Yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull up. So you have 3. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. And as you can see, it's a little higher than the half double crochet. So you have the single crochet, half double crochet, and double crochet. And that's how the stitches go. It goes from the smallest to the middle to the highest. And then there's actually a triple crochet as well, but we're going to work on this. Okay, so you yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through another 2. Again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And like I said, if you have to keep turning your hook from away from your heart and to your heart, then do that, because that can help you so that you don't have to keep tugging on it. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And again, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then we'll keep on going. So the more you do it, the more fun it is. It's actually quick too. A lot of younger people love to do this stitch because it's really quick and it's long, so you could complete your projects faster. But I am good. I don't need that. I like the old-fashioned way, because if you see, you have holes in between the double crochet and the half double crochet. You really don't have that, like, unless you stick your fingers all the way through. And then single crochet, you can't do it at all. So it just depends on your preference, and it depends on the pattern. It just depends. Okay, so yarn over, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. All right, go in, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. All right, and then you're going to do it again. At the end of your stitch, make sure that you get both of the V's at the end, because sometimes when I was starting, I would do this, and I would just go take that one string, which would be one of the V's, and then realize I have holes in my work. You don't want holes in your work. You want to get both. Even if you have to pick up your project and actually push through there, you will have to do that, because you don't want any holes in your work on your sides, because that can happen. You can have holes on your side, and you don't want that. All right, so yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then we're going to go to the next floor, and we're going to do double crochet again. Yarn over, go into that first stitch, yarn over, pull up, 3 on my hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, yarn over, go into the next hook, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And the same thing over again. Yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, pull out 2, yarn over, pull out the 2. And there we go. You get a rhythm. The more you do it, the more you should be able to get a rhythm. And once you get your rhythm, you're good to go. So you could try all those stitches to see which one. Well, I would try all of them, but you know, sometimes we have a preference on which stitch is better. for us. And like I said, I love my half double. My half double is the best for me. So after next week, you could tell me your homework, which stitch is best for you. Do you like half double crochet or double crochet? It's up to you. All right, so now I'm going to finish the last two. Yarn over, and one more. Go both of those V's. I have to like push it through a little, but make sure you go both of those V's. Pull up, yarn over, pull through two, yarn over, pull through two. And then yarn over and make your chain so that you can take your stairs to the next floor and turn like you're turning a page in the book. And there you have it. So as you see, you have your double crochet, half double crochet, and single crochet. So can't you see the differences? Can't you see that? Isn't that beautiful? You can see the differences. Double crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, single crochet. And there you have it. You have yourself a project that you can work on for the rest of the week. Okay, so now that you know single crochet, half double crochet, and double crochet, you could do a scarf, and you can make your scarf like, especially with the pretty yarn. I would love to see those pictures. Please let me see the pictures. Take pictures, send it to the email. The emails are in the description below. And make sure you thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And share. Sharing is caring. Share this page to your friends or to whoever who wants to learn how to do this thing, because this is so relaxing. It helps you. It makes you get into your zone, your zen, and I'm telling you, it relaxes me. When I'm stressing, this is what I do, and it brings me down. I'm telling you, it really works. It's called mindless crocheting. And when you're first learning how to crochet, it's like it's like you're so focused on doing that stitch and trying to do it the right way that you're not really doing mindlessness. But what I'm telling you is, once you get that stitch, relax and just let your mind just keep going. And the more you practice, the more you'll get it, and the more it'll be mindlessness. So you could just crochet and not have to worry about nobody bothering you. I think this is great for teenagers, for teens who are got a lot on your mind, schoolwork. Just take it. Your parents get on your nerves. You take your crochet hook and your yarn and you go sit down in your room, close your door, put some music on or some TV, and you crochet, tune everything out, and relax. That's what I have to do. That's what I have to do to get myself back. Adults, that's what I do. I take it with me. If I have to go to a stressful location, I bring it with me so I don't have to worry about it, and I tune out all the chaos that's happening everywhere. So I hope you learned something today. Thank you, computer, for being so nice to me today. We had a great session, and I will see you next week, next Sunday. And you guys have a great week. Any questions, you could comment in this under this video or send me an email. Please send me some pictures so I can start posting your pictures. Have a good evening. Bye.